Now, when you copy and paste an effect that has keyframes, those keyframes get pasted onto the new clip. And there's a couple of ways to do this, and it works a little differently depending on how you choose to do it. Now let's take a look at the clips in our timeline. I've created a simple picture-in-picture move with a bevel on that very first clip, and I want to apply that same effect to the subsequent clips. Now, we learned earlier I can simply go up to the Effects Control panel, select the effects that I want to copy. So in this case, I want the motion effect, and I'm going to hold down the Control key and also choose my fast color corrector and my bevel edges, and copy and paste it onto the next clip in my timeline. Now, since we copied it from the Effects Control panel, it's a standard paste, not a paste attributes. As you can see, it looks like my bevel is in place and the movement is starting. I'm going to go back and play this clip. You'll notice that the move doesn't end when the clip ends, because when you do a copy and paste from the Effects Control panel, it actually puts the keyframes in the same position in the clip as from the source clip. So the endpoint is actually after the clip ends. I'm going to open up this clip in my control panel by selecting it. And just so you can see the keyframes a little better, I'm going to make a small adjustment in the control panel. I'm going to move it over to the left so you can see the keyframes a little bit better. And you'll notice that I see the first one, but I do not see the second one. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to do a trim edit and make the clip longer. And as you can see, as soon as I extended that, there is my keyframe. And if I play this, the timing will be perfect, and I will see the clip start to move, and it will land and stop. Now, what would happen if I did a copy and a paste attributes instead of copying the actual keyframes from within the Effects Control panel? Let's go back, select the first clip again, Command-C or Control-C to copy, and then we're going to go over to the last clip in my timeline, and I'm going to zoom back a little bit. And in this case, I'm going to stretch this out so it's really long. Now, if I do paste attributes, you'll notice at the very top of the dialog box, there's a little checkbox, and it says Scale Attribute Times. So if this is left checked, it will either stretch out or compress the keyframes so that the entire event happens on the clip, whether the clip is 1 second long or whether the clip is 20 seconds long. If I uncheck the box, it works pretty much the same way as if I copy and pasted directly from the Effects Control tab. So let me go ahead and hit OK. And you can see that now when I play it back, I see the entire effect, but it's going to occur much slower. Conversely, if I made this much smaller, I'm going to simply hit Control-Z or Command-Z to undo this, and I'm going to shrink this down to just a very, very short clip. Now when I do paste attributes and I still scale my event, you're going to see a ridiculously fast movement for the picture-in-picture. So as you see, when you're reusing any effect that uses keyframes, be aware that you're in full control if you want the timing for those keyframes to stay the same, or if you want to scale it based upon the length of the clip.